The stitch of the month this June is the honeycomb stitch. This stitch is worked with a 4-row repeat. I've cast on 22 stitches using Yarn & Colours Happy, and now I'm going to show you the 4 rows that make up the honeycomb stitch. We begin with 1 edge stitch. Then we're going to twist the next stitch to the right. We do this by first knitting the second stitch on the left hand needle. Then we knit the first stitch as usual, dropping them both off. And that's the stitch twisted to the right. We're now going to twist the next stitch to the left. We do that by inserting our needle through the back of the second stitch on the left hand needle. So going behind the first stitch and knitting it. Then knit the first stitch as usual, dropping them both off, and that's the stitch twisted to the left. We repeat these right and left twists until the end of the row. So for the right twist, knit the second stitch first through the front, then the first stitch as well. For the left twist, knit the second stitch through the back, going behind the first stitch, and then knit the first stitch. And repeat this until the end of the row. And so always work the twist to the right first. And the last stitch is another edge stitch, which we simply knit. We purl all even rows. So knit the edge stitch and purl the rest of the stitches. In the third row, we knit the edge stitch first, and then we're going to twist all the right twisted stitches back to the left. We do that by inserting our needle between the first 2 stitches, then twisting our needle to pass it through the front leg of the second stitch, and pull the loop up onto the right hand needle. Then knit the first stitch and drop both off the needle. And there you can see the stitch pointing to the left. The next one we're going to twist to the right. So insert through the front of the second needle to knit, and then the first stitch, and there the stitch is twisted to the right. This one is going to go to the left, so knit the second stitch through the back, passing between the first 2 stitches, then knit the first stitch. The next one needs to be twisted to the right, so knit the second stitch to the front first, and then the first stitch. For this one you work through the back to twist it to the left. And this one is going to the right again. This is now the last group of 4 stitches. And the edge stitch. So purl the 4th row to complete the 4-row repeat of the honeycomb stitch, and that's it. And here's what the honeycomb stitch should look like.